Well, since nobody's really being honest about the call between Carney and Trump, I did some digging and I did some reading, and here's what I found. It looks like there actually, yes, was a call during the hours of Monday, the 26th of January. They apparently did have a conversation. That's about what we can figure out. I don't believe either side right now because Trump is a bragger and a boaster and likes to embellish what he says even when it's true. He's just that kind of guy. He's a grandiose, grandstanding speaker. That's just how he always has been. And Carney is completely the opposite. He is slimy, he's wish-washy, he is indirect, he is very general with what he says, which is why it was incredibly confusing when he was announcing the tax rebates on Monday morning, and I had to go and read what he said and figure out exactly what he was talking about. Which is why I recorded that video, because I'm like, I can't be the only person that just wasted 25 minutes listening to him going, what the fuck are you saying? But anyway, all that said, neither the White House nor the Prime Minister or the Prime Minister's office have released a transcript of the call. And this is weird and out of the ordinary because usually, very quickly after a call between any leader and the Prime Minister, the PMO releases at least a summary or like a version of the transcript. Obviously, they may have to redact certain things for privacy and security reasons, but they will generally release the meat and potatoes of what was said in the call. And this hasn't happened yet. And also, we know because of Carney's, let's call it, I think it was a slip in September when he says that he is in frequent communication with the President of the United States in texts and phone calls. And we don't have transcripts of those either. So, quite frankly, until we get a transcript of the call, and as I said, the articles that I was reading have not stated or been, at least they have not been given access to the records and the transcript of the call. Of course, if and when I find that transcript, I will do an update. But as for right now, I don't believe either side fully. I think that there was probably some walking back of what Carney said, because we all know that when he gets on the phone with Trump or in the same room with Trump, he turns into this weird puppy dog and rolls over and shows his belly. So I do believe that he did walk some things back, but I also do believe that Trump's side is kind of playing it up a bit and making it sound like Carney basically apologized for the entire speech and said, hey, we will play ball. I don't believe that either. I think there was some semblance of the truth in both stories somewhere. But I think right now, because of the issues that we're dealing with regarding trade and where we stand right now globally and geopolitically, I think there's a lot of bluster going on both sides. And I think that we need access to what was actually said before we start freaking out or just casting disdain on either side, because honestly right now we have no idea. We really have no idea. And before we look, all of us on the left, the right, and the middle look stupid, we need to have access to what was said. So short answer right now is, did Mark Carney aggressively walk back his statements from Davos? Did Trump, bully them or bully Carney on the phone? Was it a, as Carney says, good conversation on many issues between two world leaders? Probably a little bit of all three, quite frankly. But they have to save face with their own citizenry and the rest of their government. So that's my take on the call so far. As I said, if there are updates, I will record another video. But like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.